Greetings and salutations, comrades. Hope this finds you well. Really sad to hear about that story of Christina Nance, that young person who was found in that police van in Huntsville, Alabama. Just really, really sad all around. Somebody had brought this story to my attention. Doesn't seem like it's getting as much news coverage as it, maybe that Gabby Patino person did. And big difference there. This is a, black woman who had gone missing and is now dead, as opposed to, a white woman. Obviously it's good to bring attention to anybody when they're, missing, when they, disappear, when tragic things happen. But that same, courtesy and regard and attention should also be placed to, people of color, indigenous folks. The missing and murdered indigenous women is a very, more or less a, crisis of epidemic proportions in the United States, but you hardly hear peep from mainstream media about that. And obviously because it's, indigenous people and not, a white woman going missing, right? So the story of Christina Nance is just really very, very sad all around. She was reported missing 2 weeks ago. Was found dead inside a police van parked outside the law enforcement offices in Huntsville, Alabama. Now our family is demanding answers.
It doesn't add up. I'm not buying it. We can't buy it as a family, and we won't. We gonna push for my sister.
Christina Nance family says they're not accepting the recent update in her death investigation. 29-year-old Nance was found inside a Huntsville Police van last week at the station parking lot. HPD says in part, investigators have spent the days following the discovery of Miss Nance reviewing surveillance video to try to determine when Miss Nance entered the van in our parking lot, end quote. They say they will also continue working with the family.
So we will have our own private autopsy in the next few days. Our sweet Christina is dead, and they can't give us an answer.
It doesn't add up.
Just really, really sad, and thoughts and prayers are going out to, her family and people that knew her. But 29 years old, and she was found inside a police van 2 weeks after she had gone missing. I mean, Jesus Christ, how those people are feeling right now, just obviously absolutely devastated. And there was a bit of an update I saw from Googling this. So the Huntsville, Alabama police are going to release video of her getting into a van where she died. There's a picture of Christina. May she rest in peace. Huntsville police say they'll release a video of a woman getting into the van where the body was discovered last week outside the Huntsville Public Safety Complex. I mean, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why would somebody be crawling into this van, this police van? How were they able to access it once they were in there? How she was able to remain in there for, it sounds like, a couple of weeks before her body was discovered. Definitely a lot of unanswered questions, and this story seems very problematic on a lot of levels. You'll see a 29-year-old that needs assistance. McMurray said Thursday, it's just a terrible terrible tragedy. Authorities said an officer walking to police car found Nance's remains in an old unused police van October 7th. She was later identified as Nance. She was not in police custody at the time of her death. Again, why the fuck would it take so long to find Christina's body in this van? It's on fucking police property. You think they would have a little bit better idea of what's actually occurring there. Kind of problematic that they don't, right? Autopsy showed no signs of foul play or trauma. The official cause of death is currently pending. Further studies examining toxicology analysis by the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences. McMurray said the department tracked down video from a nearby building that showed Nance somewhat disoriented and alone getting into the van. But again, if they have security footage, if they have cameras, on the premises there, which obviously seems like they did because they were able to go back and look at it, okay, maybe, keep a better track of that shit if you're letting fucking people being able to go into those vans and they end up like dying. Like, what in the fuck are you guys doing? So the death apparently occurred days before the body was found. Jesus Christ, dude. Whew. So just a very, problematic and disturbing story on many levels. Hopefully, Christina's family and her friends, her community are able to get some answers, because there's still, a lot of shady shit that seems like is surrounding this case, unfortunately. So very, very sad indeed. Peace, much love.